Okay, very good win here for DCA. I've been doing all right since the merger with Beowulf. We're going to be starting more training weeks here soon. I hope we need to get Matt to jump over with Pawn to get these going. Hopefully that will happen soon. I was kind of hoping we'd actually get there this week, but with me right now, my videos are going to be dropping off shortly. My work schedule is ramping up, and I'm having to fill in for some other people. So, well, that aside, I do want to get this war video up because it really was a close war, good win. You'll see some misses up high, and that's really the actual the good thing about this war. We made a number of mistakes that I think we can learn from, and that's kind of what I want to focus on here. So, first, I'm going to start off with the cities Reaver hit early in the war, City 2 and 3. That caused Dr. Gobb to come up with an expletive deleted, I think, at the performance there. So 2 starring 211s here back to back was a really nice start. So Reaver got 72% here, as you see, on city number 2. And this is a good city for a drag attack. So he's playing without his queen down on this account. So this is the Reaver account. And he's coming in there in the corner. He's got the warden behind the BK. And not going to get a whole lot of penetration with this. But this really is just pre-cleaning. He's using the warden kind of as if it was his archer queen. And so he just kind of lets it wail away over there. Meanwhile, the main attack comes in from 9 to 6 o'clock, and you see, you've seen this before. It's basically just a windshield wiper across the city. So this city was really primed, and Reeve just destroyed it without any problem. And then Swan hit this one, not quite the percentage damage, probably a little bit better design here. He's got 2 quakes again, so we knew they had hounds in all their war CCs. John had scouted early in the war, and he was watching the troop fill, and he knew it was dragons at 9 and hounds at 10. So the main thing here that you want to do is not trip the hound. That's like the big deal. He does not trip the hound, cleans out one corner, and then gets a nice tight group focused in on the eagle. Once they get in range of the eagle can't hit him. He mows over the eagle. He had 2 quakes on the town hall, got rid of the town hall quickly, and another really nice run. Then he has some problems on some other runs. We'll get to those in a bit. The next one is one that I missed, and I had it, really, and you'll see what happens here. This city has notches, okay, around the town hall. And that's what I'm going to be talking about because I just 2-starred a city in D.C. that had notches, and I attacked from the wrong direction. And that's how the notches got me in trouble. I did a similar thing here, but still I almost had it. Almost. So there I'm sending my king. I knew the king was safe over there on that corner, so he could just wail through the wall. And as soon as he got through, I put the queen behind, so I knew they both go inside. And I'm trying to get that air defense there at 3 o'clock, which I will get here shortly. Yeah. So there I've got a good hole on the side, so I'll slow this down a little bit at this point. 9% done, and my usual mix here. And I start bringing... Actually, I probably released... I'm not going to say probably. I did release that hound too early, but the hound does pick up one of the black mines, so that's a good thing. And here it goes. So in the end, it wasn't that early. But right now, this is where the notching becomes a problem. There's this little gap right in front of the town hall that gives the troops an opportunity to go sideways, and sure enough, they do. So they separated, and that notch is where basically where the hero is. And still, I had a lot of firepower on that town hall, and I had one dragon left. So if you'll see, if I'd have dropped the dragon a little more to the left of where I dropped it, I could have got it to target. So I needed to drop it. I need to drop it left of where my clan castle is, and I'd have been okay. And I think I dropped it like right on top of it, or a little bit right of it. Let's see when it comes out here. Yep, yeah, that was exactly it. So that was my dividing line. And if I'd have just used simple geometry there and dropped that hound on the other side, we got the second star. So even with that single inferno, I just needed to get enough to get it in there. But the single inferno was part of the problem, and the notching was a problem. And we're definitely going to see that notching issue down here. So Chris, this is. Did he run air? Yeah, he ran air also. So the same thing. There are some gaps in here, but I think here the gaps are filled by Tesla. So I think the gaps fill in. But this is actually a tough city to run against because it does have the storages right there. So you kind of got to power through them, which he's going to do right now. So yeah, he did have to hit from that side or 180 away from that side. I ran through the city, got it. But you see, as soon as they get through and start to hit the other storages, they get wiped out. So that was actually a tough city, and Chris had a really nice run. And then this city we missed twice. And this is really the one that got me focused on the notching issue. You'll see where the king is and where the queen is. You cannot attack from either of those sides. We attacked from both of those sides. Okay, so what happens with the drags is they kind of get to where the hero is. There is one Tesla behind those. We might have been able to pull this off if there were two Teslas in there near the town hall, but there's only one. So what happens is the drags start to converge on that hero spot. They kill the hero, they even kill the Tesla, and then they go back out to those storages. And so the storages really suck the attack to the outside. And then once they pick that first one up, you can see the other storages are there. So it really just links them outside. You'll see it's going right there on the top side and a similar thing on the bottom side. So this base really breaks the funnel quite well. So Sarge hit it from the south. Swan hit it from the north, and really we need to hit it from the east or the west. And I'm still not sure that would work. This was really a good anti-drag city. You don't see many good anti-drag cities. We mostly hammer everything. And then here's John. I'm not quite sure what he ran. Also ran air. So yeah, basically everything we did here was air. And we are, across the board, getting much better with air. Here you see John has a nice funnel going. Him and Mark will hit from the corners and pull it off okay. And that was an appropriate response for this city. As you said, Chris, Reaver, and myself tend to hit across a wall. So does Ayaki, Oddball, for the most part, do that. But yeah, John was able to manage this and get a decent funnel with what was essentially a corner attack. And then, so this was one we didn't get 3 on. And then the cleanup. So Chris came in with a nice cleanup on this city. He actually, he forgot to request CC troops. He just went with whatever he had, and it was a really kind of a mixed bag. But this was one, he looked up the YouTube video and saw which heavy attack was the answer. So even with his BK down, he was able to pull through and get 3 on this one, and needs the. I don't know if he even needed the queen ability, or if he just turns it off late. No, I didn't bother to turn it on there. I did, yeah, right there at the end. But yeah, he didn't need it. So very patient on that attack. And then the rest rest of our cleanup. Sarge dropped down, got the cleanup here. I'm not sure if he was playing with the hero down. Yep, he was playing hero down too. He didn't have his BK. So yeah, that was it was another case of us. So really, winning this war with as many heroes down as we had really was a nice job. It was close. I think if we were fighting at full power, we'd have probably maybe added another star or two to that. And actually, I said what we learned, what I think we should have learned from this war, is going to make us more effective in other wars. I said I already had a better drag run in DC, thanks to what I learned from this notching issue. And this was another city. This city, I think we tried to clear like 4 times. And folks that were hitting it were pretty consistently coming at it like around 4 o'clock or 10, 11 o'clock. They were running that axis where most of the defenses were. And I decided to bring it in from this different axis. I wasn't crazy about this run. I didn't like that mortar right there in the middle, so I held on to my witches longer than I should have, and by the time the mortar was gone, the witches bolted right on me, so this was not good. And to put it mildly, I was in trouble at this point. I still had my hogs, and I went early on the hogs. Normally, you see, I bring hogs in when it's about 70-80% destruction, and here I brought the hogs in much earlier at late 20-30% destruction because I needed to get something going on that right side to protect as much of that attack group as I could. So I did that, and then Pekka hopped over to help out, and then things start going a little bit more my way. But I was definitely in damage recovery mode very quickly on this attack because I was probably a little bit overly concerned about that mortar down at the one end, and I planned to delay a little bit, but I ended up delaying a lot and almost blew the attack there. And let's see. Ayaki. So this was a really mildly upgraded. So this is what we would have called a rushed 9. Pretty much everything's low level. It's wide open. So they're actually, just one where the gold walls. Your troops can pretty much walk through those. He did have a jump in there. Probably in this case could have gotten away without a jump and added an extra rage or heal. I think pretty much any combination was going to work here. But yeah, you just need somebody to go in and clear those, and Ayaki did. And let's see, Jackal came down and cleared that. See if Gobble, this will probably be the last one. Oh, Gobble ran air. Interesting. Yeah, he had been running quite a bit of baby Jaihiho. So here's his attack, and I'll make this the last video, as I've actually got some personal business to take care of. But anyway, nice win here, and I'll go ahead and get this loaded.